meaning there's really no blood to reperfuse your coronary arteries with. Okay, this isn't really super detrimental to your patient. It's just not the best therapy you could give them. Again, you may only be able to, you can only change it in semi-auto, so you may not be able to optimize this for your patient, but get a rep involved, get the fellow involved, see if there are any changes you can make to your balloon pump to help your patient. Early deflation. So this is where the second reference line comes in. So the first reference line at the top is for inflation, the second one's for deflation. We've drawn it out from our unassisted diastolic pressure straight across. You can see here, compare it to the end diastolic pressure here. Okay, see how this is a sharp V. This is really shallow and it's a U shape. If you watch this happen inside the body, the balloon pump is going to be completely deflated. A split second's going to go by, and then the heart's going to go into systole again. Remember, we want our assisted end diastolic pressure, we want that to happen the very, very last possible second before systole happens. It's just a lag in time between when the balloon pump's deflated and systole happens. Again, not really super detrimental to your patient, it's just not the best therapy, but it is the easiest fix you could possibly ask for. If you see this on your waveform, all you have to do is look at your balloon pump, and on the right-hand side, there's a column, and it has deflation and two arrows, one pointing to the left and one pointing to the right. All you gotta do, since this is late, you want it to happen, I'm sorry, it says early. I'm doing this after a shift, so I'm kind of tired. This is early deflation. You want it to happen later in time, so you're gonna click the right arrow to bump this over until it becomes a nice, sharp, deep V. Okay, you just want it to be as sharp and as deep as possible. Whatever that ends up being, check it the next hour, and if you have to change it again, you have to change it again. It's really not a big deal. Your patient is going to change. It is not going to be uncommon for you to adjust the deflation every hour, every couple hours. Okay, that's why we print our strips every hour, so that you can make sure this is the best therapy they can have. Okay, as your patient changes, your balloon pump may change. All right, last one is late deflation. So as you're looking at your waveform, pretend that's fine. We're just going to look at this bottom reference line. Clearly, our assisted end diastolic pressure, it's not even below the line. It's not even close to it. So we know that is a deflation problem off the bat. Is it early or late? If you can imagine what's happening inside the heart here, the balloon pump is deflating, 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 and now the heart's already in systole. The heart has been in systole. Okay, here's where this line should be. That's where your systole started, and now your balloon pump is not even fully deflated. It's a little bit of an issue because if you here you have still a partially inflated balloon pump in your aorta, so it's partially obstructing your cardiac output. Again, definitely an issue, but a super easy fix. You're just going to tick the arrow to the left, tick, 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 or hold it down. I think if you hold it down, it just goes over automatically. But it'll back this up and start to drop it lower, and then you can make sure you just have a nice sharp deep V. Okay? All right, troubleshooting and timing. Again, cannot stress it enough. Treat your patient first. Super important. Don't ever put your devices over your actual patient. Okay. Second, we've already been through this, just reiterating again, you can only adjust deflation in automatic mode. If you want to do more than that, you need to switch modes, call your super user, or call the balloon pump rep. There's only about 10 or 11 super users on the unit. Not every C3 is a super user. You may need to get somebody else other than your C3 to help you with your balloon pump, and that's fine. Just make sure you know where your resources are, okay? And then the rest we've kind of been through. All right, if you have to pull the balloon pump, it's basically like pulling a big central line that the doctors have to pull. Don't put it in standby till they get in the room, but you can get all the supplies ready. There's a checklist on SharePoint, and then the doctor just has to pull it, and they have to hold pressure for 30 minutes. And then you throw away everything that disconnects from the actual balloon pump. This is pretty much reiterating what we've already been through, but just to recap real quick, print your strips every single hour, post them every 4, they have to be cut, they can't be folded, make sure you tape them with clear tape. If it's don't lose your mind. If you have timing issues, make sure you treat your patient first. That might fix it for you. And if it doesn't, make sure you've got a super user that can help you with it. Auto is your default mode. Should be used the majority of the time, unless you have to switch. And then trend your urine output. That's pretty much it. All right, great job, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry you had to listen to my voice for so long. But make sure you fill out the Survey Monkey so that you can actually get credit for watching this, and then your check off for the balloon pump will be completely done. Thank you.